Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something I must have done 2 or 3 times in the past, and I'm trying to start up a series that just kind of kept petering out in the past, and I want to keep it going. It is the Rollercoaster Ramble. If you were here back over, I think it was over a year ago, the last one of these, it's basically just a weekly news summary of everything that's been going on, all the major stuff I suppose in the theme park industry over that week. Obviously some weeks there won't be much major, so it'll be a bit less news, but there's a few decent things going on this week, so we may as well just get straight into the news with the first piece of news. It's a bit of a push. I believe it was around last weekend, but it might have been a bit further, but obviously I've not done one of these for ages, so I'm letting myself have this one. Steel curtain at Kennywood. If you've not seen yet, it does look like it looks like a quite insane ride. It does look quite good, to be fair. The whole theming of it, steel curtain, maybe is a bit off because it's actually themed to a local American football team, I think. I'm not really sure about all that, but yeah, it's a bit of an iffy theme. It's out there, but they really do need to try to pull that one off. But the coaster itself is insane. It's an S&S coaster, which is obviously an interesting choice, but if you look at the layout, it's just weird. It boasts 9 inversions, which is the most inversions on any US coaster, which I thought was quite low considering what we've got even in the UK here, with Colossus with 10 and the Smiler with 14. But yeah, the most inversions on a coaster is 9 in America. One of them 9 inversions is also the world's tallest inversion, which I believe is a corkscrew right at the top of the lift hill. Another interesting choice. And then the layout's insane after that. There's a stall turn, there's the US's first and only, I think, banana roll, which is something we've seen on things like Takabisha as well. So yeah, it looks like a really insane coaster, but it does look really good fun. Obviously I probably won't be getting out there anytime soon to ride it, but in the future at some point it would always be cool too. Next up we go to SeaWorld San Diego, where there's been news regarding a new coaster there for 2019. There's not really much on this. There is only plans that have been submitted, and the ride looks to follow a figure-8 form. So there's been multiple guesses based on that, and the main one that I think looks probably the most feasible is a Skywarp Horizon ride, which is one of them shown at IAAPA about a year ago, I think it was. None of them have actually been built yet, but it looks like a decent little ride for the smaller parks that can't afford the bigger coasters. It has 1 inversion, and I believe that a local newspaper, I can't actually access the local newspaper article because I'm not in the US, but apparently a local newspaper article said something about there being an inversion, which does definitely back up the Skywarp Horizon ride. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see more on that, so we'll keep in touch with that one. Also this week, TripAdvisor came out with their list of the top 10 amusement parks in the world. A bit of an interesting and different story, this one. But there's a few interesting ones on the list. For the 4th year in a row, Universal Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida takes the top spot, with Magic Kingdom just behind it. And then interesting, I'll probably botch it, but Le Puy de Feuille, I'm sorry, in France, has actually taken the 3rd spot, which is an interesting one, I think, because it's actually a park with no rides. It purely runs on shows. It's almost like a big park full of different theatres, and it's all based on different historical times, and it does look good, but I just think it's interesting that it has actually made the top 3 of this. It is in 3rd place, above Disneyland Paris, which is, well, Disneyland Park in Paris, which is only at number 10 on the list. Other interesting additions to the list, Tivoli Gardens in Denmark are at number 8 as well. A Europa Park, a really good park, that one, I love that one, is in there at number 7. We've also got a top 10 water park list. I don't really tend to cover water parks on this channel. I've only been to a few, but one of them I have been to is the number 1 on that list, and it is Siam for the 5th year in a row. Siam Park in Tenerife, and I can tell you it is amazing. If you get the chance to go out to Tenerife, definitely go to Siam because it really is worth it and it puts all other water parks to shame. And finally, all of Disney parks have come together with a few other companies to try and help reduce plastic waste by the end of 2019, and this involves a ban on single-use plastic straws and stirrers for drinks, as well as different types of bagging and polystyrene cups used in their shops and food outlets. Yeah, it's a really good move for them. It should really help, especially with a company as big as Disney. I imagine their carbon footprint was huge with all the waste products from their park, so it's good to see them doing this to help the environment out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Any important news updates I may have missed, of course, tell me in the comments below and then other people can see them anyway. Like the video if you want to see more of the Rollercoaster Ramble, and of course subscribe if you're new around here. And until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.